As we've already seen, the SIPDE method is simple and proven. By constantly watching what's going on ahead in the distance and around your vehicle, you can reduce the risk of collision by controlling your space and time. The SIPDE method therefore begins with S, which stands for scan. The letter I is for identify, P is for predict, D is for decide, and finally the letter E is for execute. Using the SIPDE method can do more than keep you out of conflicts. You'll be in control and make for smoother, less stressful driving. You may get ready for today's main theme, space management.
I'm ready for what comes next.
I believe you're thinking of a different kind of space, my little friend.
Yes, but as you can see, I'm ready for anything.
All right. While you get rid of that headgear, I'll get started. When your vehicle is moving, there are 6 space areas surrounding it. Front left, front, front right, rear left, rear, rear right. Are you ready, number 1?
Whenever you're ready, boss. I heard everything. Go ahead. You can continue.
When driving straight or when preparing to maneuver, you must constantly scan the 6 space areas in order to assess traffic status, which, as we know, is constantly changing. For example, you want to pass a slower moving vehicle located in the space in front of you. To pass, you'll have to make use of the front left space. But before making a move, you must answer the following question. The space area you intend to use, the front left space, is it open? Before occupying the space area, 3 conditions must be met. First of all, you must be in a position where you can clearly see the space. Your field of vision must be perfect, free of any obstacles. Second, you must make sure there is no other vehicle occupying that space area. Thirdly, check to make sure that no other vehicle is about to enter that space area. You must anticipate what other vehicles may do. To summarize, if your field of vision is perfect, the space area is open and no other vehicle is about to enter it, you can then make your move. But don't forget, these 3 conditions must be met before doing anything. When driving in traffic, you have 2 danger zones, one in front of you and another behind you. In front of you, the danger zone is equal to the distance which you require to stop without colliding with another vehicle. Behind you, the danger zone is equal to the distance which the vehicle following you requires to stop without hitting you. In certain conditions, you must maintain a distance longer than the danger zone in order to avoid any risk of collision and to drive safely. First of all, there's speed. The faster you're moving, the longer your braking distance becomes. The greater the speed of your vehicle, the longer the following distance should be from the vehicle ahead. At times, Mother Nature may affect your visibility. When it's raining or snowing, you must allow more space between you and the vehicles around you in order to better anticipate any possible moves. The road conditions will also affect the length of the danger zone. When the pavement is wet or snowy, your braking distance will be longer than on dry pavement. The mechanical condition of the vehicle also plays a major role. Used tires require increased braking distances. In that case, you must increase the following distance in front of your vehicle. To keep the danger zones free of any obstacles, you must modify your speed or your position in relation to other vehicles. In other words, you must create an open space between you and the vehicle ahead in order to avoid any risk of collision. This space is called the following distance. you must create the same kind of space between you and the vehicle behind you. In the city, you must establish a following distance of at least 2 seconds. On the highway, you should increase this to at least 3 seconds. In adverse conditions, a distance of 4 to 6 seconds is strongly recommended to ensure safe braking. To maintain proper maneuvering room and thereby diminish the risk of collision, ideally keep the space areas around you open. In heavy traffic, to maximize your field of vision and to create some room to maneuver, make sure to keep your front, front left, and front right space areas open. By changing your position within your lane, or by changing lanes completely. Now let's explore lane positions. In a lane, you can occupy 3 positions. The central position, the one in the middle of the lane. The lane right position, when your vehicle is in the right part of the lane. The lane left position, in the left portion of the lane. The central position is the normal driving position. By centering your vehicle in the lane, you have the same amount of space on either side. To occupy the right portion of the lane, drive beside the right line, leaving a space of approximately 6 feet or 2 meters on your left. Adopt the lane right position to distance yourself from a hazard on your left without having to change lanes. Use this position to lightly distance yourself from a vehicle approaching in the oncoming lane. This position will leave more space when you meet a large oncoming vehicle on a country road. You'll also avoid the air turbulence created by this heavy vehicle. In order to occupy the left portion of a lane, drive beside the left line, leaving a space of approximately 6 feet or 2 meters on your right. This will allow you to distance yourself from an obstacle or danger on your right without having to switch lanes. For example, using the lane left position will help you avoid any risk from vehicles parked at the side of the curb. By moving to the left side of the lane, you can easily go around any cyclists on your right. Another option is to straddle the line on your left to create more space on your right in order to distance yourself even further from parked vehicles or cyclists. Even better, to eliminate the risk altogether, you can just change lanes, thereby creating more space for risk-free driving. But remember, to have some maneuvering room at all times, you must ideally keep the space areas on your left and right of your vehicle open. If the left space area is closed, assess the traffic situation on the other side of the vehicle, the right side. You will have to alter your scanning pattern. By doing so, you can evaluate the possibility of switching lanes, straddling the line, or changing position within the lane. Don't forget that a closed space area can be created by a simple blockage to your field of vision. When you cannot see, you cannot correctly assess the traffic situation. When you must make a decision to manage time and space, always keep in mind the following 3 concepts. Minimize risks. If you notice an obstacle or you feel you would need more time to brake, slow down. If you need more space to avoid an obstacle or to distance yourself from danger, change positions within the lane or completely change lanes. If you want to signal your presence to other vehicles, communicate, honk. Flash your high beams. Or activate the 4-way flashers. Reduce the risk. To properly manage the space around your vehicle, separate the dangers you may be facing. If possible, deal with each hazard one at a time. When multiple problems appear ahead, clearly identify them and manage your time and space to separate them. This will allow you to handle them one at a time and make a difficult situation easier. When hazards cannot be separated, deal with them in order of importance. Leave more space from the most dangerous hazard without unnecessary risk from the other. Which one is the most dangerous? Do you need to speed up to pass the cyclist before meeting the large truck? Or should you slow down to let the truck go by and then pass the cyclist? It's up to you to decide.